good afternoon, everybody. You are welcome to the Village Celebrity Show on Rich World Television Network. Yours truly, Village Headmaster. I've told you that I'm so excited. I'm finally on TV. When I was in my mother's womb, I was dreaming that one day I'd be on TV. Then I was giving birth to, I thought I would start appearing on TV, but alas, I started going to the farm. But you know what? Anything that you are destined to be, it's going to take you 100 years or 100 minutes, you are going to be that. And what happened? Last week, finally, I came on Rich World Television Network and with the able, what do I say now? Coachship or mentorship or whatever you want to call it of a very gorgeous and beautiful VOO, Veronica Olabisi Obadara. She's my guest today on the Village Celebrity Show. We're going to be talking about something that's really, really funny. You know, I went to Nigeria last year with the aim of empowering people. The way we understand empowerment in Nigeria is when you want to empower somebody, they drop their first bank account number and they're expecting you to drop 100K. And very foolishly, I actually did it for a while until there was nothing in my own account. So there was nobody to empower. And at that time, they said, this guy is a scam. He's a scam artist and all that. You know, I didn't give up. There was a lot of abuses, a lot of temptations and trials. And I said, but I am a Nigerian. I really want to make my own contribution. So we started preaching this togetherness. Let's think about what we can do for the community to promote the next person. And I said I was going to give some people jobs. And you know what? Everybody, we were 1.5 million on the group, by the way, Village Celebrity group on Facebook. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on everywhere. But where we are really, really populated is the Facebook. So when I was saying, who wants a job? I started interviewing people. You won't believe what happened. Somebody had previously abused me and called me names and in my inbox. So I now wanted to send a message to him that it's not difficult. And I found out that, oh, this person who was abusing me was the same person who applied to be my PA. I said, oops. So I now came and said, guy, what happened? You wanted to work for me. So this is what you will do if you came to work for me. You will abuse me. Oh, sorry, I wanted to say a word. I can't say it. But now this is getting serious. There's so many negative things people say about Nigeria. And I know that the people responsible for bringing the Yahoo, the 419, and whatever name they call us, they are tiny, winning percentage of us because Nigerians are the best people on earth. I'm not even being biased right now because when I walked in Las Vegas, that's as close to being hot as hell you will get anywhere in the world. The temperature goes to like 50 degrees. You come out like this, you say, oops, you are actually very close to hell. Nigerians are there. And I understand that Nigerians are in Antarctica where the temperature is minus 2 million. Well, sorry, I don't know what the temperature is. What I'm trying to say is that Nigerians are the most resilient people, most resourceful people, most accommodating people, most hardworking people. You find them in the field of sciences, in the field of the arts, in the field of comedy, entertainment. So why is it that we are this good, but we are so evilly, I don't know whether that's a word, so badly misrepresented in the world? So it is our duty, and not myself alone. There is like a million other groups out there that want to do the same thing, to say, no, Nigerians, we are actually well-meaning, hardworking people. And with a population of between 150 and 200 million, there is so much business to be done. For instance, I have friends who I say, oh, Nigerians, they are crooks. When you go on BA to Nigeria, the flight is full. And I'm asking myself a question. If we are that terrible, why is it that the flight to Nigeria is always full? The reason is this. Where there is that population, there is business to be done. There is benefits to be enjoyed. There's so many things. So it is our duty on this show, the Village Celebrity Show, currently enjoying accommodation on Rich World Television Network with our... Is it showing? I don't know. Are you showing?
You've not introduced me.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I've told you that my weakness is talking. And about 3 weeks ago, I prayed to God when I read the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 34. You know what it says? It says some people, out of their weaknesses, they were made strong. And I said, oh God, this my talkative weakness. It was set for me. So ladies and gentlemen, I bring to the screen our dear VOO. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You know, the problem I have with you is that when you come, this is not the dressing of a village girl. I want you to do Iro and Buba
I'll try.
and Gele.
I'll try.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm trying to say here, though?
I do understand. I mean, we're talking about the trolling challenges we're having now on social media, and of course, respect for the elderly people.
Yes.
Where do we start? Because the social media has given people this
license.
Yes, if we can say.
They took it. You didn't give it to them.
To just to say anything and to act anyhow and to behave anyhow, and it's like, who is going to arrest me for that? It's my space, it's my air, and I can do whatever I like with it. Having said that, I'm not sure if I'm taking the cue from where you want me to take it from now, because I'm just going ahead to talk about the topic.
I mean, it's general. I mean, if you want to be too sophisticated about it, you are not going to do it justice. Because nobody gives you a head start of how they are going to attack you.
No.
You are just in your own space, doing your own thing, wanting to be the best you can be, and boom, somebody pops up and then scatters everything you've used the last 3 months to plan.
To build.
And that you really need to be ready.
That's right. We need to start correcting, but people will say to you, look, it's my page. If you don't like what I've put on my page, talking about the social media, Facebook, for instance, if you don't like what I've put on my page, waka pass, you know, as they say.
Yes.
But then waka pass, everybody is waka passing, but then someone will come on your own space.
Exactly.
And they want to be rude to you. And they think they have the license to be rude to you. And then if you tell them waka pass, then there will be a problem. So I think we have lost it completely in the Nigerian community, especially African community. We have lost it completely on social media. It's now up to individuals to train their own, to educate their own network, people in their own network.
Yes.
For instance, on my page, on my Facebook page, I have a policy.
Okay.
You cannot insult people on my Facebook page.
How do you enforce that?
You know, when I put up a post, for instance, and people react.
Okay.
Of course, I read all the comments and I say nicely in their inbox. I don't do that on my page.
Oh, okay.
This is not allowed on my page.
Okay.
And if you now come back to my page and reply me and you're rude, I remove you and I block you.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Okay.
I remove you straight away. People will say, how many people are you going to remove and block?
That's the question I was going to ask.
It was hard at first, but as time goes on, you choose your own tribe.
Okay.
So people that are coming to my page to comment, they understand the tone, the tune and the tone on my page, and then they respond accordingly. So the social media is like you're nurturing a child.
Yes.
So when you open that page, it's like you've opened a nursery school or a classroom.
Yes.
So on your page, you have a culture, you have a tradition on your own page.
Okay.
And you need to help people to navigate and to understand, you know, here, this is how we behave here.
Okay.
And if you don't like it, the door is open.
But you know, it's not all of us that as cultured as you.
I mean, not cultured. What you are will reflect in your social media page. Seriously.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. But this is where I'm going, though. I want to, by hook or crook, promote Nigerian cultures, and I want a no person left behind kind of policy.
Oh, yes.
So I'm kind of cracking my brain. How do I reach the, oh my God.
The unreachables. How do you love the unlovables?
I wanted to use a word that would have slapped.
So it's good because you have that group now. And you have, like I said, that group is like a nation.
Exactly.
It's like you have, you know, many children, in a nation. So with that group, the
Village Celebrity
group, it's a very, very good atmosphere and platform to reach out to the young people.
Yes.
So that's why I said, you know, when I came on that page first and in the group first, I look at all the things and I thought, oh my God, I can't be here. But then on the other hand, I thought, I'm in the media. We are supposed to be educating and we're supposed to enlighten people. So I said, okay, I'm going to suggest something. Look, people can do whatever they like.
Yes.
You know, in their space, they can catch fun, whatever that fun, you know, means to them. People can catch fun in their own way.
Yes.
But then we need to have a kind of culture in place whereby they know that, okay, maybe some days, throw it open and then.
Let me clap for you. We've done your policy now.
Yeah.
So on Monday, we call it Monday Motivation.
Which is
on
beautiful.
Tuesday, we do a promote their business.
Beautiful.
On Wednesday, I think it's wedding. No, I don't know. On Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's
on Thursday is Thanksgiving. On Friday, we call it freaky. So on Friday now, people can get really freaky.
Yes,
and we know that this
beautiful.
is. And then on Saturday, we do things. And on Sunday, we do worship and all that.
Song.
So thank you so much for suggesting that.
I'm really happy to hear that, because it will take a while, but people will now get used, to that tune. And then you will see that they respond positive to that tune.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. I'm looking at when we were young, like I said to you off camera.
Yes.
As children, our parents didn't say to us, oh, you must call this person brother, like in the Yoruba culture.
Yeah.
You don't call people who are older, but even if they're older than you than 1 week, by 1 week or 1 month or 1 year,
exactly,
they are your brothers and they're your sisters.
Yes.
And you see that even people who are not blood relations, who are just close family members, you begin to call them sister me, brother me.
Yes.
And then we grew up in that culture. But our parents did not sit us down and say, you must call this person brother me, or you must call this person sister me. But we observe and we see what the grown-ups are doing, and we just copy them.
That's it.
So, and it's the same thing that is still going on. Children copy. They are copycats, and they are very good at it.
Yes.
We now need to be careful what we feed them, or what they feed themselves, what they assimilate, and what they store, what they program into their heads, because they will replay it.
Yes.
So I look at kids who are rude, or people will say, oh, no, their parents are good, they're trained. No, sometimes it's from what we allow them to
exactly. If you permit them to kind of get away with it, then they would think, oh, that it's okay. I get you.
And what they see in their environments. That's why I am very careful with the kind of friends I make.
Okay.
The kind of people that come close to me.
Yes.
Because I know that if I wasn't there, my kids will go to my friend's house.
Okay.
And my kids will record into the bin and store it, what he has seen in my friend's house.
Okay.
And then before you know it, one day I'm talking and I'm saying, oh, can you stop it? And then you're like, oh, where's that coming from?
Exactly.
And if you don't cut that wing quickly, they begin to fly, and they become like dry fish, like we say. So from the home, the parents have big work to do. When I say the parents, it doesn't matter. People will say, oh, you're single parent, is double parent. No, it doesn't matter if you're single or you're married or it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
What matters is the environment that you're providing, that you're creating for the kids.
Yes.
You need to be careful with that kind of environment.
Okay.
Because they will grow up, they'll be molded according to that environment, and they take it wherever they go.
Right.
Because, I mean, at this age, I still remember some of the things we used to do when we were like 5 years, 6 years, some of the things we've seen, at 10 years, and then once in a while, that attitude will come. Memories will come.
You kind of miss it, yes. Now, how do we, because for people out there, you might think we are just talking about these things for fun. There is a reason why we are talking about it, because I'm saying we want to promote the best of Nigeria to the rest of the world.
That's right.
Because you are going to allow me to humble brag on this program a lot, because I'm a village boy that didn't use long leg or long head or godfather to travel all over the world. And I'm trying to tell everybody and anybody that will care to listen that there is no limit to what you can be, do, or have if you are just going to follow the laws of God and the laws of the universe, as some people call it. The places I've worked, I have worked in, I worked in New York when I was in the US in 1998, Manhattan. That's one of the best places to work on Wall Street. I worked in Philadelphia. I worked in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I worked in Little Rock, Arkansas. I worked in Las Vegas before I relocated to the UK. I worked in London, and I worked in Birmingham. I worked in Coventry. Except a few times that I kind of lost it. Everybody's permitted a few momentary insanity. When the people say, this Shegun boy, cut off his leg, let him not come here. But other places, they always say, we are ready to employ Nigerians like you. And that is the testimony. I can give you numbers that will call people right now and say, did Shegun work here? They say, yes, that guy worked here. If they say, what was wrong with him? And they might say he was a little bit eccentric in the sense that I don't follow rules. Like, they want us to wear a kind of a cloth, and please don't copy me in that area. If they want you to wear agbada to work, then wear agbada. If they want you to wear suit, wear suit. But for me, I was always flouting that rule. Even when I got born again in deeper life, there were clothes they say we shouldn't wear. So it's like when you say don't do something, as long as it's not going to injure somebody physically, for whatever reason, I go ahead and do it.
You're rebellious.
That's the word. So because I remember them, they're saying in Ife, I got born again in Deeper Life Bible Campus Fellowship.
Wow.
And they were telling us, don't wear jeans. I went to get a pair of jeans. And they say, don't wear colorful clothes. And I got it.
Don't watch TV.
Don't watch TV. Where I couldn't afford TV at that time. But I would then stand in front of a lecture theater of 100 people.
and I say I'm from Deeper Life Campus Fellowship,
and people
say, no, you are not. You are wearing jeans. No, you are not. But this is where we are going, though. I am saying we are projecting the best of Nigeria to the rest of the world, so that those people who have been fed the wrong information that if you employ in Nigeria, then your business is finished. It is not. We are better than that. And wheresoever we are, we can begin to project a good image for Nigeria.
That's right.
And it starts with respecting people. When they find out that you are a respectful person, they will give you a second chance, and before you know it, you have become manager. And they begin to say, no, these people are not that terrible.
That's right.
Come to think of it, we are no more terrible than Great Britain. These people here go to play football, and they come back with their heads broken. What can be more terrible than that?
Tell me about it. And just to let the people know that they can also call in on the show.
Okay.
You know,
yes, please. If you are in the UK, you can call in on 0330-088-1927. You need an access code of 523301.
Yes, it's going to come on the screen very soon.
Okay, I'll let you can see it on this. They can see, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a professional.
Our producer will put it on the screen and they will be able to see it.
So, please, funny enough, anytime I disrespect people, my conscience tells me I've done something wrong.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel uneasy. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, because it does not make sense for you to go to a Baba Adeboye's church on Friday and go to Mountain of Fire and Brimstone. Oh, sorry. Mountain of Fire and Miracles. And then go to Shiloh. And then you still come and disrespect somebody on Monday. You are disobeying the 4th commandment that says, honor your father and your mother, including people who are of age, who are older than you, so that it may be well with you and that you may live long on the face of the earth that your God has put. So they don't.
Talking about going to church and then coming back with some
and doing this, yes.
One of the preachers that attended we had our women's anniversary on Sunday.
Yes.
The guest minister was saying people have double face. Character.
Yes.
They come in church, there's a Sunday face, Sunday attitude.
Yes.
And when they are out there, not a Sunday,
yes,
they have another character, another attitude. And it's amazing. And people watching will say, but she said she's a Christian.
Yes.
That means there's a standard that they're expecting from you once you say you're a Christian or you're born again or you're so. But you can see that in the world today, you hardly see the difference between somebody who is born again and someone who is not born again. So this is another problem entirely.
It is.
To be honest.
But they are connected.
They are connected.
Okay.
So people don't understand. Talking about that, that's what I'm saying. Talking about that one, that's another discussion for another day entirely.
Okay.
Because when we're talking about faith and culture, and it's a big one as well.
Oh, yes.
Because the church is also having that big problem, and then the community at large. Because the family makes the community makes the nation.
Yes.
As well. So once there's problem at home, it's in the church, and then
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Because the advantage, quote unquote, that they have to throw people is that on social media, they might be village headmaster, but they are the Lion King on social media, and then they just are mauling people and eating the prey and all that stuff. So it kind of really gives them liberty to do nonsense. So how do we? You have to make a conscious effort and choice that I'm going to be a good citizen, net citizen, they call us.
Yes.
That if I'm going to be present there, I'm not going to be double-faced, as you said.
Yeah.
I'm going to be what I am when nobody's looking is what I am when people are praising me. That is character. What you are when people are seeing you, you can fake them and deceive them and manipulate people to say, oh, you're an angel. That is your reputation. You can manipulate that. But your character is who you are when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
So if you can respect people, because you've already built it in yourself, that I'm going to go out today, regardless of how sour and how idiotic and whatever these people are.
Somebody was asking me to look into what's the trolling.
Okay.
So I've just gone on the not social media now. I've gone on
dictionary
to find out. So trolling is defined as creating discord on the internet by starting quarrels or upsetting people by posting messages in an online community of offending messages. So basically a social media troll is someone who purposely says something controversial in order to get a rise out of other users. So people will come because they want that number. because social media is a game of number.
Yes.
I've got 10,000 views. I've got I've got 50,000 views. You know. So people now go out of their way. Well, maybe it's their way to offend other people or to cause controversy or to say things that are not true about somebody, because they know other people are really interested in all those
in trash. You know, it's like good news don't make news. It's when it is bad news.
Bad tragedy.
I mean, you don't see them showing where an auntie gave a breakfast to the nephews and nieces.
No.
But when the auntie slaps.
We show that, and then people are watching, and then the comments are like, "Oh my God, this person must be arrested! Oh, this person must be killed! This person must be shot!" And we are interested in that.
Exactly, and then people go out of their way and they call names that you hear like this. Oh my word! I mean, somebody was using, because I'm now the bad boy on the social media, by the way, because I actually go to people's inbox and say, you must stop this nonsense. So there are people who are actually more popular. They have the numbers more than me.
Oh yes.
And this person actually said, somebody was saying that all the, I don't know how to interpret that. People are
cursing.
That's really cursing. That is That is witchcraft.
Wow.
It's now using me as a reference point to then scare other people that this guy, Shegogo, the village headmaster, we all have challenges.
Oh, yes.
I had some challenges over the past 1 year, especially when I started this group, and I had to sacrifice my savings and all that just to promote other people, thinking if people see me do what I do, they will think I'm a good person. Now you got to be very careful when you're dealing with my fellow citizens. Giving, advising does not amount to anything. Because the problem is that by the time you give, how many people can you give?
You see, that's the problem.
And the people you give will run away, not mentioning that you've given them anything.
You see, that's the problem. Giving, in what way? You see what I mean?
Okay.
Because everybody, once they realize that, he will give you money, just go and tell him some stories. He will give you money. And then, this is how it is. Even in the family, when you give somebody money, they will say, brother gave me money, you better go and get your own too as well. So people will not really appreciate if you're giving, because what are you giving? If you're just giving money to them, it's like you're giving them free money. That's not going to help them, because they will spend that money and then they'll finish the money and they are still the same, even worse. They still want to come back and ask you, and then when they ask you and you're not able to give, you become an enemy.
They come for your neck.
When people come in my inbox and ask for money, I don't have money to give you, but I ask, what do you do?
Okay.
What can you do? If they say, I'm not doing anything, there must be something you can do. What can you do? What's your passion? What are you good at? By the time we go back and forth, the one who has no plans will drop off. But the one who is really interested in making their life better, they'll continue to, this is what I am doing. Okay. Why don't you go about it this way? Why don't you try this way? Why don't you network with this kind of person? So when you network with that person, please don't ask them for money.
Okay.
This is what you will say. This is what I do. This is what I do. Can I do it for your company, or can I offer? I said, this is how you go about it. And quite a number of people have been having that kind of, discussion with dialogue with them in my inbox. And some of them will come back and say, I've actually started so. I say, okay, good. Now I can promote what you're doing.
Wow.
So I can help you to get more clients.
Okay.
I can direct traffic to you now.
Okay.
But the ones who are not interested, who just want money, they will fade out.
Okay.
Naturally, they will just fade out because they're not ready. So that's what I'm saying. You have been giving. Maybe you've been sowing in the wrong soil.
Oh, no, I'm convinced now. I caused all the Shora Manuje that this person is talking about.
Can you imagine?
I caused it.
Can you imagine?
And to imagine also is that this person is the offspring of a pastor.
Wow.
And I was like, what did they teach this person when they were growing up? That all these curses and enchantments and incantations are coming out. Enchantment and incantations, they are the grade A of trolling, because that is real trolling. In this country, that is called cyberbullying. If you do that here, you go to jail. But this is coming from Nigeria. And if we are to promote the best of Nigeria to the rest of the world, this has to stop. And we have to replace that with... There's so many positive things about Nigeria. Don't you think so, Vio?
I know so. I know so.
People don't talk about that in the media.
I mean, just like you said, good news is no news. I mean, when they say good news don't sell, but when it's tragedy, when it's evil, when it's crime, these are the things that people want to listen to. So when you say someone is successful, for instance, oh, this is a Nigerian who is the first surgeon or the first heart surgeon to win, so. To them is not news. Okay, congratulations to him. Well done to him. But when you now come and say this Nigerian has been arrested in Saudi Arabia and they're going to behead him tomorrow, come and watch the life,
Right.
Oh my goodness, the whole world will just go on that page. They want to watch it. And it's just the way it is all over the world. It's based on what you feed people. That's why I said you have control over so many people through the village celebrity group.
Yes.
So what you feed into that group, the number of people there, you can educate, you can influence by feeding them with the right and
the right attitude, the right attitude, the right information. Yes.
Because the information as well is also is power.
It's key. I mean, even ignorance is no bliss, and we can't just go far.
We cannot. All of us are not on social media to troll.
Yes.
Some of us are actually doing positive things
out there. Yes.
And as time goes on, the world will be able to see clearly, that I would just encourage people who have empowerment initiatives, who have positive messages, to continue on social media. They should not allow this other noisy to drown their own voices. We should just continue to feed the positive things, the professional things into social media from our community, and eventually these people will fade out a bit. Because I look at it, if you go somewhere and they say, oh, this is the only restaurant available,
yes,
and you go there and you're hungry, you'll be forced to eat the food if you know this is the only one available. If you don't have an alternative.
Yes.
But the moment an alternative comes and you taste it and it's good, my goodness, you want to go there.
Definitely.
So that's the way I see it. See, trolling will always be there. Look at the people that went to Stratford and fight in Stratford. Women sharing each other's clothes and things. And I heard a few English people say, oh, Nigerians, they're very violent. Oh, have you seen that movie? Have you seen that movie? She was just being sarcastic. Have you seen the movie they put up in Stratford? They went naked and and she was exaggerating and things. So they were completely naked and they were running. They went haywire and I thought, oh my goodness. And he said, oh, Nigerians are like that. I said, no. Nigerians are not like that. That could be anybody.
Like people have drunk at the Arsenal match.
Yeah, and I said, no, you can't. But I said, but you know me. I'm not like that.
Yes.
And I can never do that, for goodness sake. Why would I want to do that? But people find it amusing. But it's not amusing. There's nothing amusing in that, in dragging Nigeria's name in the mud. So I just say to people, wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, know that you are an ambassador for your nation. It doesn't matter if you're a Nigerian or you're a Canadian. You are an ambassador for your nation, for your family.
Yes.
And then you also represent yourself. We need to be mindful of our character, of our actions, and and inactions as well, wherever we go. So that's my own take on
Thank you so much. So we've been talking about the negative part now, which is the trolling. We need to talk about the positive part.
Okay.
And there's another thing I've been seeing regarding our elders. You don't have to be 90 or 190 before you're an elder. I'm an elder at 53. You're an elder at 27.
Oh, thank you so much for that wonderful compliment. 27, I love that.
But this is what's going on. When we go to parties, I've observed this. I do a lot of MCs, and you do as well. There's been a few occasions that people didn't want me to do MC. They wanted the 27-year-old to do it and all that. Yeah. And then, do you know the funny thing? When it's time to dance, then the younger ones will give their bags to the 40-year-old. I say, mommy, me told you bag me.
They want to go.
And say,
so mommy does not want to dance?
No, mommy doesn't. No, mommy has passed the age of dancing 20 years ago. And I'm saying, come on, life is a dance. Please get on the floor and begin to dance.
Yes, be happy.
And be happy. But unconsciously, they are feeding into people's psyche that their time has passed. And I'm trying to correct that. At 90, they do it. People are dancing salsa and waltz and all that.
Things have changed.
So Nigerians have to really be very careful.
Yes.
There is nobody that is too old to do anything positive.
No.
You are not too old to get married. You are not too old to have children. You are not too old to
go
start
back and get a degree.
To get a degree. You are not too old to do something that will enrich your life and will enrich the society.
I mean, they say age is nothing but number.
Yes.
I would say, yeah, well, it depends on how you feel as well, because some people are not even 50, but they feel 80 already in their system.
Yes.
So I think it's just the condition of the mind, is how, you feel in your mind.
Yes.
For me, I still feel like 18 in my head. There are dreams and visions and passions that I have as an 18-year-old that I really want to achieve. And I'm still ticking the boxes, even till now. I'm not giving up. And I say something, God has been so good and kind to me that I don't really look my age. I'm still young. I don't really look my age, and I don't feel my age.
Good.
It's like year in, year out, I feel younger and younger.
Energetic.
Yeah, because
do you know it's a promise in the Bible, actually?
Oh, yes.
It says, as your days are, so shall your strength be.
So I'm also making conscious effort as well, because you don't have to get to the point where you give up. You should not allow your present circumstance to dictate your outlook and your action and reaction to life. Definitely. Because if we look into that, then maybe most of us will be like we feel like grandma and grandpa now.
This is, I dance a lot. Do you watch me?
Yes, I know you like your dancing.
When I dance and people come and say, what is wrong with you? I just, whatever I say, what do you mean? You are the one that is something wrong with you. Because you are there pursuing money and doing 3 jobs.
And you don't have time to even enjoy life.
You don't have time to enjoy. I say, look, because at the end of there's nothing anybody wants in life. You want to have cars, you want to have houses, you are thinking by having those things, you are going to be happy.
Yeah.
But if there is a better way of getting to that destination of happiness, why don't you take it?
That's right.
Isn't that why we go by air to America?
Yeah.
Our grandparents, they went on horses. Okay, not on horses. They went by ship.
This how do you say, this material wealth.
Yes.
People don't understand that it does not give you, it does not make you happy. It doesn't make you happy, because look at the rich. There's so many rich people who are miserable.
Yes.
They're wealthy.
But
they are miserable. You look at them and you feel sorry for them.
Yes.
Like with all this money.
Yes.
And you will find somebody who is even like a farmer. Well, farmers are rich anyway. I shouldn't say farmer.
Are you trying
to see someone who you look at and you think, farmers are rich, we shouldn't mix it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Someone who is not rich, who is financially struggling, but they have joy, they have contentment, and you can see their countenance.
Yes.
So it's not about money. It's not. Don't say, I say to people in my network, especially the young people, don't wait until everything is perfect, because there's no state that is called perfect.
There's none.
You will never get it. You will never get there, because the moment you achieve something,
you want more.
Another challenge.
Yes.
That is just the way life is. Another challenge is waiting for you, in the front. Except you don't want to pass and graduate.
Yes.
You want to continue to mark time.
Exactly.
But if you want to progress, there will be challenges waiting for you that you need to overcome, and then move to the next stage. And as soon as you get to that next stage, another set of challenges will be waiting.
Did you hear the story of a mother who waited for a long time to have her children, and then when she had these children, they were so stubborn and all that, so she had to take a break. So she went on a holiday, and then she was somewhere in Greece or something.
Okay.
And then the children were like, "Hey, mommy, how you doing?" And the mommy replied, "Said we're at the edge of a cliff right now.
We're gonna jump."
No, just listen. He said, "Where the old Greek throw away their default babies." He said, "I wish you were here."
So that she got. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So this was somebody who was really waiting to get married, got married, waiting to have children, had the children. The children were coconut head. And then the children said, "Where are you, mommy?" He said, "Oh, I'm at somewhere I wish you were now, so that I can get rid of you."
That's just the irony of life.
That's how life is. So what we need to do, Joe Campbell, I read a lot of books. Joe Campbell is this philosopher of 16th century, I think. Joe Campbell says, follow your bliss. Anything that makes you happy, that does not injure your fellow human beings.
Yeah.
Follow it.
That's what we don't want to do. From attaining that happy height, we don't want to hurt another person.
Exactly.
But sometimes your happiness can be somebody's sadness, then that's not your problem.
No, that's not your problem.
But you to be sad because you
choose. Yes, it's a matter of choice. So if I don't go out to hurt you, then and you just kind of are not comfortable with my happiness,
out of envy or jealousy
or witchcraft or whatever it is, that's a different thing.
It is.
So and we are not actually deviating from our topics of, we've treated the trolling bit, which is somebody who just goes out to annoy people, upset people, to gather traffic on the internet.
Yes.
We've treated that. We are saying it's not a good thing.
It is
so
not.
don't be there. So we are now treating the fact that there is a lot of things to be gained by respecting people. And we are on Rich World Television Network, by the way. This is the Village Celebrity Show. So that is it. Last week, moving a bit off topic now, in Nigeria, we need to educate people. There is something that happened, but luckily I think has stopped. They have had heat waves for like 3 weeks. Where the temperature, I just by accident went on the Weather Channel. And I saw a Yola was 48 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
And 48 degrees centigrade. And then the humidity was like 82.
My goodness.
And then Lagos was baking. Was baking. Lagos was 32 degrees centigrade and the humidity was 71. And Ibadan the same thing and all that. So I quickly went on air and started telling people this is called heat wave. If it were here in the UK, all the TVs will be carrying it, all the website and the weather, they'll be warning people, telling you what to do. And I was also telling them to drink water, to go under the showers.
To educate, people.
And people were kind of sarcastic about it. And I was like, there are basic things you can do to take care of your health.
That's right.
And we need to be drumming it into people's ears that when things like this happen, there are steps you need to take.
Of course.
To kind of safeguard yourself.
That's another positive way of using the social media, rather than just coming to insult people and, to troll. And that's why also I say to people, the social media is like your own showroom. To showcase who you are and what you do. So maybe if we continue to drum that into people's ear, maybe things will change as well a bit. Look, Facebook is making a lot of money from us.
And they do, yes.
Through us.
Yes.
So why don't we use our common sense and rake the little that we can rake in as well to ourselves? You have people in your network. I agree, Facebook will control who will see whatever you post, either we like it or not. And even if you pay to boost, they will choose. They will still choose the traffic for you. You don't have absolute control over who will see. They'll say this age bracket and this location. They've streamlined everything so that they are in control of it. But having said that, you have people in your network who are very close friends or relatives or friends, when you put something, they will see it. A few of them will see it. You can still make use of the few that are saying it by showcasing what you do. Because at the end of the day, it's word of mouth that will sell the business.
You're right.
Because if I see something on your page like, oh, you're a programmer, and I guess somewhere, and someone is thinking, no, you know what, we need a programmer, and I'm going to think, I've heard somebody. Then I remember, Bro Segun say he's a programmer, and I'll mention you to that person. I said, can you, check out this person? So at the end of the day, is what I know that you do that I can talk about.
You're right.
So if I know that all you do is come on Facebook and insult people,
nobody's going to buy that.
Nobody will buy. There's nothing to sell in that. So maybe we need also to educate people, like, whoever you are, whatever you do that you're proud of, put it on social media. Put some pictures, do some videos, put that, be busy to promote yourself, your own little way. So that's,
we actually have some correspondents now. We have one in Abuja. We have one in Lagos, and we're interviewing people as we speak. These are people actually have been doing their own little amateur presentation and going, is it Vox Pop they call it? They go on the street and interview people and all that. So very soon we have to kind of tell them to upload some of those things so that you tell us which of them is studio quality or something that we can then use in a program. And they're actually very excited about it. And I kind of like that. So, and by the way, if you don't know, yours truly, Village Headmaster, is an actor now. He has graduated from computer programmer to apprentice presenter with a VO on his studio, and he's also acting. I've acted in a movie, by the way. That movie is called The Bukola's Wives, and my duty on that set was to be a village judge for this man that died. Bukola had 2 wives, and they're very rich. And they haven't buried him when they started fighting for his properties and people. I said, I'm going to inherit the 2 wives. Oh, I'm going to inherit the Bentley and all that. So they came to me and they said, oh, this is what the tradition says. I said, guys, you don't actually understand what the tradition says. The tradition says, if this man doesn't have a male child, you guys can go ahead and divide his estate. I said, he doesn't have. I said, but there is one of his wives that's pregnant. Why don't we wait? Because the man impregnated his wife before he died. And then this wife then delivered, and to their delight, delivered the girl. Delivered the girl, and they were jumping, shouting hallelujah. But they haven't started saying amen when the news came that, oh, this woman was carrying twins. You know where it ended. So the second one was a boy. And then that was, the movie is very good. It's out now in Nigeria. And then there's another one that was supposed to appear in Sade, What Have You Done? I wasn't in Nigeria when it was shot, but I'm a promoter, so we're going to be showing it in London on June 28th. So part of what we'll be doing as Village Celebrity, the company here in the UK, is premiering Nigerian movies and all that, which is like showcasing, because Nigerians are actually good actors and actresses.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And so we want to be promoting that, and very soon I'm going to act in another one. I've got like 5 invitations now to come.
Fantastic.
Yes, anywhere people want to laugh. I don't know why. They say, hey, Headmaster will be very good for this role.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So that's it. Do we still have some time? And nobody's calling in today?
We have. Yeah, nobody's calling into that. I guess because it's new and we didn't have the time to promote that very well. But, you know, it's just to let people know that you can actually call in on the Village Celebrity Show to voice your opinions on any topic that they bring up. Like today, we're talking about respect for elderly people. We're talking about trolling. It would have been nice to hear from people, to hear your own opinion or to share your experience. Maybe you've been bullied on social media or insulted in any way.
I have.
And
I know you don't want to talk about it, but I have really seen Pepper.
I know. Or maybe you have words of advice for our young people, especially, you know, on social media and about life generally. So these are the kind of things, you know, that you can be part of. So just be on the lookout for the topic of discussion. We'll be promoting that early in the week so that you know what's coming up on the Village Celebrity Show.
Yeah, the beautiful thing though, this is also recorded.
Yes,
so they can still watch it and then make the comments and all that.
They can.
So we'll then go to that and then say, okay, this what people are saying about what we talked about.
Yeah.
So how many minutes do we have?
I think we need to round off now.
Really?
Yeah,
I can still go.
I've been timing you.
Really? You know the more
I know.
So I really want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on TV. My village people are seeing it now. And as far as I'm concerned, they say, yes, this is actually a village celebrity from Igogo Ekiti. Igogo Ekiti that wasn't on Google Map before.
Wow.
He's now there.
Wow.
But they say we are from Oyo, which is not correct. Ekiti, there is no Ekiti from Oyo. So we need to go to Google's office in San Francisco and say,
and correct that. Oyo is Oyo, Ekiti is Ekiti.
Exactly. Right. But I'm really enjoying myself on this set. And this is really what I want to do. And I'm believing God that you have blessed me. You have opened your doors to me. And by extension to these young people who are looking up to me. So anytime they don't want me to misbehave, I say, go to ANTV, that I'm still learning. But please, this is Rich Words Television Network, a very good place for you to learn, to grow, and to be empowered. Empowerment in the proper sense, not in the saying, this is my first bank, and this is the account number. Better than that, because I keep telling you this, that if we give you money, it's like giving you a fish, we make you a fishmonger. If we teach you what to do, it's like teaching you to be a fisherman.
That's right.
And then you can go and fish for yourself. So that anytime you're hungry, you then go to Gokpa River, or go to River Thames, or go to River Niger, or go to Pacific Ocean and fish. You can catch shark.
Yes,
and,
if you like. Salmon or whatever you like.
And, or crab or ejo. Oh, sorry.
Or prawn.
And you will eat to your fill.
That's right.
And that's what the world is supposed to be about. Because, listen to me again, I said the reason I do this as a village boy that didn't have long leg, godfather or fairy godmother, is that if God can lift me from down there to somebody they've invited me to come to Australia.
Wow. Wow,
and I say,
amazing.
I say I don't want to come. Do you know why?
What do they want you to do?
This is my comedy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but do you know why I don't want to go?
No.
It's 24 hours to go to Australia. From here, I say, what am I doing?
You can plan it.
Why will I do? What? They actually told me that I can go to Dubai, then from Dubai go to Singapore, and then from Singapore
what
go.
A journey.
Yeah, it's going to be 8 hours, 8 hours, and 8 hours. So that's how. But I was like, no. It's just too much to travel 24 hours to go and do something. Even though there's something they do in Australia I like a lot. And that's the Australian Open. I think our time is up, and Last word.
Yes. Okay. Now, on social media, I just want to remind you, especially people from the Nigerian community, I just want to remind you that it's an opportunity to showcase the good things that we do as Nigerians. People keep saying, oh, Nigerians are like that or like this, but I say it's just 0 point whatever percent. It's not even up to 1% of Nigerians who are all of these things that you're talking about. Nigerians are talented, highly gifted, and wonderful people. We are very hardworking. Forget what even the president said about our young people. We are very hardworking people, and we are very, accommodating. We are loving people as well. So maybe, just maybe, you have been putting up an attitude trolling on social media. I think you need to think twice, and we can do better. Showcase the best that you've got, that you can give to the world, the best of yourself. Trolling cannot be the best of you to give to the world.
No.
Showcase that positive part of you, the talent that God has given you. Showcase it to the world, and you never can tell who will need your talent as raw material to manufacture something that will benefit the world. And of course, remember, we have a culture. I don't agree with all the traditions and culture that we have in Nigeria, but there's this very aspect of respect and courtesy that I love so much, and I think we should not throw that away. Let's teach our children how to respect not just themselves but other people and people who are older than them. It's extremely important, to who we are as Africans and as Nigerians. And yes, of course, remember the Village Celebrity page is for you to showcase your best. It's an opportunity for you to showcase your best to the world. Make good use of that platform.
Thank you so much, Vil. And that's our show for today. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening.